was her mother.
What?
Grandma Sadie was her mother. And then my mother
Was
was...
whose mother?
My mother was Grandma Dell.
Her real name was Grandma Adele.
That's right.
But nobody wanted to say that. It was too long, so we
That's
just
right.
called her Grandma Dell.
Grandma Dell was what she
Yeah,
was called.
Grandma Dell.
And then her mother was your grandma
Sadie.
And then...
And I could forgive my mother, Grandma Dell, for everything in her life because of Grandma Sadie. Okay? So Grandma Dell was my mother and your dad's grandma. Okay. And Grandma Dell, you remind me very much of Grandma Dell.
How?
Because Grandma Dell had such a sense of fun. She really knew how to have fun and make things fun, and she had a wonderful sense of humor. And she was just very adventurous. She liked to try new things. And of course this drove Grandma Sadie crazy because she wanted a little girl who would sit in her chair and not move around a lot and just be good. And Grandma Dell was not just good. She would run, she would jump, and she went to the cemetery across the street and she would pick flowers and then bring them home. And Grandma Sadie would say, "Where did you get those flowers?" And Grandma Dell would say, "From the nice cemetery next door." Well, you know, those flowers that people bring to the cemetery, you're not supposed to pick them. So Grandma Sadie would get very upset, and she figured out what to do with Grandma Dell. You're not going to believe this.
What?
It's a very sad story. She would actually sit her in a chair and tie her in the chair.
Ooh.
That's what she did. She'd have to sit there to rest for at least an hour.
Ooh, that's long.
It's a long time to be tied in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother, Grandma Dell, waited and waited and waited.
Why didn't she bring her scissors?
Well, she figured out she was going to get back at her one day. So she went to school, and she was already in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And she decided she was not going to take physical education. I don't even know if you have physical education in the school now. But physical education was where you did gym and you played hockey and you played sports.
Art? Music?
No, that's not physical education. That's a different kind of education.
We have gym in school.
It's gym. So Grandma Dell wrote a note saying that she had a heart condition and should be excused from gym because she might faint or have a heart attack.
How come?
And signed it with her mother, Sadie's name. So the note looked like her mother had written it to the school nurse. Okay, and she did it in her freshman year of high school. And she got away with it. Everybody was very careful to be very kind to my mother because she had a heart condition.
She did? She actually did.
She made up a big fib. And sophomore year, same thing. Everybody was so kind to my mother. And junior year, same thing. And at the end of junior year, you know what happened?
What?
My mother fell in the hallway. And the school nurse was so concerned that this would trigger her heart condition that she called her mother, Grandma Sadie, and said, "You better come to school right away because your daughter, Adele, has had a fall and we're concerned that it will trigger her heart condition." And Grandma Sadie said, "What heart condition?" And the school said, "You mean Adele doesn't have a heart condition?" And Sadie said, "Of course not. She's perfectly healthy." Do you know what happened to my mother?
What?
she had to spend an extra year in high school
Ooh.
doing nothing but physical education.
Whoa.
An entire year of physical education for all the physical education she had missed.
So every day she had to do it?
Every day she had to do physical education.
Why?
Because she had not told the truth and she had missed 3 years of physical education.
Oh. Whoa.
So she tried to trick her mother, but it backfired.
Oh.
Tricked the school. That's what happened.
So the moral of the story is, don't lie to your dad. That's what this means.
It means take physical education.
And then what does it, and then what?
Oh, well, there are so many stories about my grandma Sadie, but I can't tell you all tonight because my coffee's going to get cold.
All right, more this week.
We'll have more.